हेलो हाय गाइस। कैसे हो आप? तो लेट्स स्टार्ट न्यू टॉपिक like as a new topic for usable for node.js developer. To This topic is showing like as a how to just open again. Okay, is okay, how to migrate non-SQL like as a non-SQL like as a multiple database like as a Cosmos DB, MongoDB, Dynamic DB, and so on. Multiple data like as a how to migrate non-SQL to SQL database. Okay, non-SQL to SQL easily way to like as you have collection and string and collection format, string and values format. If you have a multiple data, then you create a like as a SQL for database like as a MySQL, yeah, PostgreSQL, yeah, so on. Like as a you have a SQL format to how to migrate. Like as a you need a SQLite format database to how to migrate non-SQL to SQLite. To step by step, I will show you key. Moving to non-SQL to SQL database. To let's start. Also, I will the outputs like as a any Postgres admin tools inside showing the how to output showing. But I will show the Node.js code firstly using a TypeScript. Okay. See, my backend code is firstly I will create a router inside like as a mic. Okay. See migration. Okay, migration one create a controller. Okay, then I will show the okay here this dot migration route dot get function name is get and parameter is feedback. Okay, response handler is creating a middleware. Okay, migration controller one migration control creator for migration communication to reading the object JSON and here creating one public function. Okay, feedback like as a public asynchronous feedback return promise empty response. Okay, firstly calling one request like as a you have a already creating a Cosmos DB, Yama, MongoDB, or Dynamic DB, one creating one URL inside a URL inside calling the this URL like as URL and methods. You passing a then calling the this URL and getting the object data start object format. Sorry, object format response data type. Then also I will show the backend response. See, okay, and then okay, this is my backend running now. Then getting a one request for using this library for import request from request. Okay, calling a one request now getting a response here. If error showing, then going to error section, otherwise not showing the showing this constant data feedback JSON parse. Okay, I will show also. See here. Okay, data and data inside array inside a multiple object you getting. Okay, I am converting data to convert the feedbacks. Okay, connection I am using a Postgres SQL connection. Also, I will show the Postgres SQL connection. Creating a database connection. Then I am calling the Postgres SQL connection. Then for each like I say you have a multiple object, then for each separate one object converted, then constant new feedback like as you have a message user ID and so on. Like as you creating an object on then calling the here he's this is very important part, constant feedback like as a feedback mapper. Like I'm creating a I will show the mapper and entity. Mapper is like just a second. Mapper inside feedback. Okay, mapper inside feedback is calling to like as a to entity, to model, on to model list. Then mostly important is this entity. Entity I am calling the library type ORM. ORM like as a creating a your SQL format columns. Okay. Also creating a tables initialization UPL SQL PL SQL connection. I guess a PL SQL connection also I will show. PL SQL database inside initialization this database class then automatically creating the tables. Okay. Then I will show creating entity. Entity table name is feedback. Okay. Feedback export class, feedback creating class. Primary is auto generated values ID. The second column is message and ID. Columns is ID and username. Okay. You creating SQLite tables tables name. Okay. Then going to entity. Entity going to sorry mapping going mapping inside. Firstly, calling to create a one export class feedback mapper, static to entity. Okay, like as a feedback body. Feedback body also creating types. Okay, types inside a interface creating like as a export interface. Playback body, message, string, user like as a user is object again, name and ID. Okay, then I will show mapping here. Then initialization the f dot feedback body and in feedback is a entity. I will show the creating a table and creating a columns. Okay, here let feedback is equal to feedback creating one object class object class initialization here. Then feedback dot message feedback dot user feedback dot username and timestamp initialization value again going to your controller like as a manage controller here creating a one object specifically like name user inside id and message here. See here carefully feedback see app dot message app dot user id app dot user name because passing to one object user inside a id and name, so passing here correct format. Then going to controller and constant feedbacks is equal to feedback mapper dot entity calling to entity initialization the object and constant added feedback is equal to away connection dot mapper connection PLS connection. Okay, connection get connection mapper dot save means like as a you have a you have a object you have object object data type like as you have a object like as a message name inside idea names you have object of values then passing data types and whole object passing like as a feedbacks and going to here then showing the message like as added the feedback and like as we inside a for which firstly getting a one object save second object save third object save. Okay, also I will show you going to PG Cosmos. Okay, PG Cosmos Insider database. Okay, tables. I will show the view all records. Okay, now okay here is database is showing like as we insert then getting the uh, adding the database. Okay, so thanks guys. Have a nice day. Good day. Goodbye.